Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing all right, thanks. How about you?
I'm doing good. Yeah. I appreciate you coming in today. I was able to go over a little bit about what's going on with you, and I'm just here to get context from your point of view as to a little bit about what's going on. That way, we can talk about what's on your mind, what's been troubling you, and go forward from there. All right.
Sure, yeah, sounds good.
All right. So my name is Zach. Do you mind if I have your name, please, to begin with?
My name is Jane.
Jane. All
Um,
right. Yep.
yep.
Okay. All right, Jane. I see here that unfortunately you did have both parents die, and I'm very sorry to hear that.
Thank
Um,
you.
Absolutely, and I can imagine this has been very troubling and upsetting for you, with everything. So, can you tell me a little bit about, what's been going on since, unfortunately, your parents have passed away?
Yeah, so it's been a pretty rough year.
Mm-hmm.
Both of my parents died within like 6 months of each other. So,
Mm-hmm.
my mom was she passed away of ALS in
Mm-hmm.
January of 2025,
Mm-hmm.
and then my dad passed away of COPD in May.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was the caregiver for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was just it was really rough to watch them go through that alone. And
Mm-hmm.
then it's just been a really difficult time to kind of move on from it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been really having a hard time with like feelings of like just being you know, depressed and just feeling hopeless and like there's no point,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I definitely appreciate you telling me that, being open honest with me. And, it sounds like this is a very depressing and upsetting time for you. And,
Hmm.
just seeing, just, you know, sounds like your parents, meant so much for you. And obviously you were a caregiver, right? And,
Hmm.
yeah. So you had constant interaction with them and took care of them. And, unfortunately probably saw the downside of what was going on in the moment.
Yeah, it's really rough because I'm an only child. I don't
Mm-hmm.
have any close family nearby.
Mm-hmm.
And my parents have been gone for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It really is just only me, and I feel a little bit isolated. I have
Mhm,
one friend
mhm,
I remained in contact with, but
mhm,
she's got her own family now, so
mhm,
uh,
mhm. Yeah.
I've just really been
Mm.
on my own.
Okay. Yeah. So I heard you mention that you did have a friend, and
Mhm.
we can certainly discuss that in a little bit later. I
Mhm.
do want to go back to feelings, thoughts. That you mentioned that very upset about your parents.
Mhm.
And as a result, your behavior is feeling depressed and hopeless. And can you tell me what you mean a little bit more about when you say you're feeling depressed and hopeless?
Yeah, so I just found this job. Um,
Mhm,
and I'm a manager at a Family Dollar. I don't.
mhm,
It's not my passion.
mhm,
I don't like going. I don't like
mhm,
the people I work with.
mhm,
So I don't have a lot of support. I just feel like I don't want to get up in the morning. I
mhm,
um not eating regularly and having trouble sleeping at night.
mhm,
Um, I'm not currently using any substances or medication.
mhm,
Um,
mhm.
but it's been feeling kind of tempting because I just want this feeling to go away.
Okay.
And,
All right. Absolutely. And I do have to ask based on that, can you tell me if you are thinking about possibly harming yourself or killing yourself?
I'll be honest, I've had thoughts about it.
Hmm.
Um, I don't have plans, but
Okay.
I've had some thoughts. Yeah.
Okay. No, I appreciate being open honest with me, and I'm glad we're able to talk about that. And that way we can see, what's doable now and move forward with that, right? So just talking about thoughts that are turning into behaviors and using that to move forward to see what we can do. All right. So, no plans or means, correct?
Correct.
Awesome. Okay. Appreciate being open honest about that with me. And you did mention that you did have one friend, and can you tell me a little bit more about that friend and how that friend is implemented into your life?
Yeah, well, so unfortunately, we used to be a lot closer,
Mm-hmm.
but I took over caretaking for my parents for the last couple of years. We were friends
Mm-hmm.
during college, but I really only see her maybe once or twice a year now. We
Mm-hmm.
communicate over the phone occasionally, but again, she has two young kids and a husband, so
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
she's
Mm-hmm.
got her own life going on. So.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So, she has
Mhm.
her own things going on. You have your this other life, and communicate when you can, but um,
Mhm.
there there's not too much a sense of um, getting together multiple times throughout the year.
Right. Right.
Okay. Okay. I appreciate you telling me that. And let me ask you this now that we're talking and we've talked about a little bit about the issue or what's on your mind and your parents. What tell me what you and when you were when your parents were with us and you were taking care of them outside of when you weren't taking care of them, what were you doing?
Yeah, I mean, taking care of them was really like a 24
Hmm.
hour a day thing. So I
Okay.
really didn't
Hmm.
take any time for myself. And
Hmm.
I,
Okay.
I haven't really participated in hobbies or sport or like anything that I used to enjoy. I was just kind of survival mode all the time.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Yeah. No, I appreciate you telling me that. And what are some things you enjoy doing? What are some things that help you when you're upset that are doable now? Maybe it's not the answer, but just
Hmm.
making you feel a little bit better.
Yeah, I really gravitate toward like watching TV or watching movies, and
Hmm.
usually something not very
Hmm.
substantial, like reality TV or something like that, just to take my mind off of it.
Okay. All right. So just seeing what you can do to take your mind off a little bit, and
Mhm.
understanding that you have a supporting friend, but unfortunately lives far away and you weren't really able to take care of yourself because you're always taking care of your parents. Um,
Mhm.
however, watching TV helped you distract your mind a little bit and seeing what we can do going forward. And that being said,
Mhm.
you know, understanding that the feelings of hopelessness and um, feelings of depression are there. However, TV has helped distract those minds a little bit. So how about
Mhm.
going forward, seeing if we can, maybe branch out a little bit and, things that you did possibly before you were full-time caretaker with your parents, right? So it's
Mhm.
been, you mentioned 26 years old and this started in college. So it's been several years that you've been doing this, but,
Mhm.
maybe going back to what was doable then that can be doable now for, um, for the future.
Yeah, yeah. I actually really used to like to paint, and that was
Hmm.
like a really
Hmm.
good way to express
Hmm.
myself.
Hmm.
But I just haven't really felt
Okay.
like I haven't felt like it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, but maybe that's something I could try to get back into.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
be a little bit maybe a little healthier than just watching TV all the time.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Absolutely. So being able to branch off by painting, and
Mhm.
let me ask you this: is that something doable that you can use when you do have feelings of depression, sadness, and hopelessness, and report what next session being able to talk about what was helpful when you did have those feelings?
Yeah, I have to think about that a little bit because
Okay.
like
Mhm.
we talked about, I haven't really
Mhm.
done things for myself. Um, Painting is something that I thought of. Yeah, I think it would be good to try to find some healthier outlets
Mhm. Okay. Okay.
that are more doable. Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely. And I appreciate you telling me that. And um, you know, um, throughout the session we talked about what's been going on and you know how you've been handling that and certainly taking into consideration next time what's doable and using what's doable to see if that can that can possibly slow everything down of the feelings of hopelessness and depression.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's a good goal to start with.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Absolutely. So I appreciate you coming in, being open and honest with me a little bit about what's going on. And I'm gonna let you go for now, but it sounds like we have some things to work on going forward in the next session, and we'll talk to you then. All right.
Yeah, that sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.